Did you know that you can match the color of your icons on your iPhone to the color of your iPhone or even the case that you have on your phone? Or that you can set callback reminders to be reminded to return a phone call to somebody at a later time? Or that you can create these amazing looking 3D parallax wallpaper effects on your lock screen? And you can even set up sound recognition so that if your doorbell rings or a baby is crying, your phone will notify you in case you're listening to music on your headphones and you can't hear it. And I'm going to show you how to do all of those plus many more, so if you have an iPhone, definitely stick around for this video. Alright, let's tint our icons. First, what you want to do is long press on your home screen, select edit, go to customize, and down here you'll see an option for tinted, which when you select, you'll have an option to match the color of your icon tints to the color of your iPhone or even the color of the case that you have on your iPhone. You can also tap on this button to enlarge the icon sizes and hide the text under your widgets and icons for a much more clean look. So if you're going for that minimal aesthetic, definitely give this a try. Now, if you're tired of getting spam calls or you don't like to answer the phone before you know who's calling or what the reason for it is, here's a setting that you're going to love. Open up your settings, scroll all the way down to the bottom and select apps. And in here, find the phone app and swipe down until you see screen unknown callers and select ask reason for calling. And now, anytime you get a phone call from somebody who is not in your contact list, your iPhone will ask them the reason for the call. And before you answer the phone call, you will see the message that they left so you can decide whether it is an important phone call or something that you can ignore. But let's say that you do get an important phone call, but you just don't have the time to get to it right now. Maybe you're driving or you're busy. Well, instead of just ignoring that phone call and forgetting to get back to that person, you can create a callback reminder to be reminded to return that phone call at a later time. And to do this, all you need to do is go into your call history, swipe left on the phone call that you want to return, hit this little blue icon, and set yourself a reminder for later in the day when you'll be free and have time to return the call. Alright, here's a cool one that I had no idea that you can do on your iPhone, but if you get a message from someone, you no longer need to unlock your phone to message them back. And all you have to do is long press on the message on your lock screen and it will pop up into a little window from where you can read the message and even reply to it without ever having to leave your lock screen. Pretty cool. Alright, now here is a cool screenshot tip on your iPhone that everybody needs to know. First, what you need to do is go into your iPhone settings, select General, then tap on Screen Capture and enable full screen previews. And now what your iPhone is going to be able to do is identify context within the screenshots. So if you ever take a screenshot of something with dates, a phone number, or an email in it, your iPhone will extract all of that data and give you the option to interact with it right below the screenshot. So if there's something like an address, you can tap on it and it will take you directly to the Maps app with the address of that location. Alright, so you know how sometimes you remember about a conversation you might have had a long time with somebody, or maybe a picture or a GIF that they sent you and you want to be able to find it again, but you don't want to go combing through thousands and thousands of messages? Well, here's a trick on your iPhone that can help you with that. If you open up your Messages app and then go to the conversation that you want to search through, tap on the contact up here, and in the Photos tab, for example, it will group all of the photos or GIFs that you've sent back and forth, and you can press and hold on it to be able to download the photo, or you can even tap Show in Conversation and it will take you to the exact part in that conversation when that photo was exchanged so you can see the context around it. Now you might also notice on the main messages window, there's a search bar down at the bottom, and if you tap on it, from here, you can search for any keyword across all of your conversations. So I recently purchased a house and I needed to find some agreements and letters that we had between the lawyers. So I just typed lawyer in here and it searched through all of my conversations with the keyword lawyer and even brought up some important photos of documents related to that conversation. And this just makes it so much easier to search through all of your conversation history to find exactly what you're looking for without having to comb through thousands and thousands of messages. Alright, now if you want to customize your iPhone a little bit and make it look different than everybody else's, here's how you can create this cool 3D wallpaper effect on your lock screen. First, just long press on your lock screen to edit it and then hit on the little plus icon down here to create a new lock screen. Now go into your photos and just search for whatever photo that you want. And then when you select the photo, you'll see this little spatial scene button right here. Just tap on it and that's it, you're all set. Now it will create a cool 3D parallax effect and it looks super cool and definitely gives your iPhone a unique look. Alright, now one thing that we all struggle with is snoozing our alarms, and on your iPhone there's a cool trick that you can do to set a snooze duration so that you get the exact amount of sleep that you want before your alarm goes off again. And to set it up, just open up your clock application, tap on your alarm, and down here you'll see an option for snooze duration. And you can set it from 1 minute all the way up to 15 minutes. So if you're very particular about how much sleep you're getting between alarms, this setting is for you. Now here's something that I'm really happy to finally see on the iPhones, because now when you plug your iPhone in to charge, it will show you on the lock screen exactly how long you have until your phone is charged to 80%. Now the reason it shows 80% and not 100 is because your phone charges the fastest to 80% and then slows down after that to conserve on your battery health. But if you want to see exactly how much it's going to take to charge to full, you can go into your settings and tap on battery, and right up here you'll see exactly how much left until your phone is charged. Alright, now here's a cool one. If you're ever reading a really long article and you want to share one specific passage out of that article with somebody, you can highlight that specific passage and then tap copy link with highlight, and it will put a link into your clipboard that you can now share with whoever you want to share with. So you can send it in a text message or an email, and when the person on the receiving end clicks on that link, it will take them directly to that highlighted section and even highlight it for them so they can see exactly what you're talking about. If you're somebody who cares about battery life, but you don't want to have to do all the hard work of turning on and off certain things on your iPhone throughout the day and conserving battery, there's a cool new setting that will do all of that for you. And all you need to do is open up your phone settings, tap battery, select power mode, and in here just enable adaptive power. And now your iPhone will do all the hard work for you to extend battery life by looking at your usage patterns, what time of day it is, how much battery you currently have in the moment, and adjust all of the performance-based profiles for you to give you as much battery as possible. And it will also automatically turn on power saving mode as soon as your battery hits 20% to stretch your battery even more and hopefully give you enough time to get to a charger. Alright, next, if I go to my Messages app and open up my conversation with this person, you can see that I have a really cool custom background for this specific contact. And if you want to spice up the look and customize your iMessage conversations as well, all you need to do is hit on the contact name up here, select backgrounds, and now you have a whole list of all of these different backgrounds that you can select. I really like these dynamic ones that Apple gives you at the top, and you can even cycle through the different flavors of each one, and now you'll have a cool custom background for that specific contact. Now, one thing that Apple has been promising but struggling with for years is making Siri useful, but thankfully you can replace Siri with ChatGPT, and it's pretty easy to do. All you gotta do is go into your phone settings, tap on Apple Intelligence and Siri, and swipe down until you see ChatGPT, and from here just go through the prompts to enable ChatGPT. Now to use ChatGPT, simply just long press the power button until Siri is activated, but before you ask your question, just say ChatGPT and follow up with your question, and now your phone will use ChatGPT to answer your question. Alright, now here's a really cool iPhone setting that everybody should know, because if you ever walk around the house listening to music on your AirPods, it makes it really hard to hear any noises in your house. So if a doorbell rings, or a dog starts barking, or your baby starts crying, you're not really going to be able to hear that. So what you can do is go to Settings, swipe down to Accessibility, and select Sound and Name Recognition. Now tap Sound Recognition and enable this feature, and then tap on Sounds and go through this list of all of these different sounds that you want your phone to identify and notify you of. So you can enable things like the fire alarm, the smoke detector, a dog barking, any appliances that might go off, or even a baby crying. Your phone will identify it and let you know. Now, if you have kids or maybe some friends that you don't really trust and they want to use your phone in order to maybe watch a show or a YouTube video or make a phone call, but you don't trust them not to leave the application and go snooping through your personal data, here's a setting on your iPhone that you need to enable. In your phone settings, select accessibility and scroll all the way down to guided access and then enable this feature. And now what you're going to be able to do is lock any application that you want to the display of your phone so that nobody can leave that app and go snooping through your data. So let's say somebody wants to use the YouTube app. Simply open up the YouTube app for them and then triple tap on the power button and your phone will enable guided access. And now you can hand over your phone to your kids or your friend and they can freely do whatever it is they want within this app. They can watch videos, scroll around, but they will not be able to leave the app. And the only way to exit the app will be to triple tap on your phone again and then authenticate with your Face ID. And once you do that, your phone will unlock again and you can go back to using it as normal. Alright, so there you go guys. That's going to do it for this video of some amazing iPhone tips and tricks I think you should know. If you want to learn about some amazing Samsung Galaxy tips and tricks, check out this video right here. But that's going to do it for now. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.